everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Cowboys come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Saints going up against the Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, good move. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go to Elliott again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Back to throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Prescott to throw this time. Bryant has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat. And
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, their drive and will to come.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half. but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. That one good for 33 and a first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some space here. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd and 5. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A strong running. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there, 78 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? The burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And now a first down following that long gain. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The give is to Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Steps away to his, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it?
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And it's up and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing here, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Cowboys on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. Flushed out right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. This is Elliott. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run with Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Cowboys on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. 20. And it's complete. Henry. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.